Welcome to the deep dive. We take your sources, we dig in, and pull out the core insights for you.
And today we've got quite a setting.
Yeah, we're heading to Azuria. It sounds enchanting, warm breezes, vibrant culture.
Mm-hmm.
But underneath all that, there's this dark secret, really deep-seated corruption.
And we're zoning in on the medical world specifically.
Exactly. Two hospitals, New Tech and Mercy. They seem gleaming on the surface, but there's a shadow.
Definitely.
We're going to uncover what happens when healing, or the idea of it, crashes into just relentless greed.
And it's fascinating how the story itself kind of unfolds. You see these stark contrasts.
Like with New Tech Hospital.
Right. It's described as this behemoth of private healthcare.
Yeah.
Big, powerful.
Their slogan was, healing with excellence. Sounds good.
Sounds great. But the reality, a voracious appetite for billing. It was all about the money.
And not just making profits, right? They had bigger plans.
Oh, yeah. A hostile takeover of the other hospital, Mercy.
Which was supposed to be the good one, the beacon of hope.
That was the image, yeah. But New Tech's strategy involved regulatory manipulation.
Meaning?
Well, bending the rules, basically. Yeah. Using political influence, maybe leaning on licensing boards, finding loopholes, anything to get that edge.
So less about fair competition, more about rigging the game.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It has echoes of, the ends justify the means.
That's seriously disturbing. But, okay, Mercy Hospital. It wasn't just a victim here, was it? Things got even darker there.
That's where it gets really chilling. Despite this serene image, you had this string of high-profile deaths right inside the hospital.
And they weren't what they seemed at first.
No. Initially, people thought suicides, maybe accidents. But the police investigations, they found cold-blooded murder.
Like the chairman, poisoned.
Poisoned, yeah. During a pharmaconclave, no less.
And the head nurse in maternity found hanged.
But actually strangled. It gets worse.
Oh.
Well, Dr. Cherokee, the guy running the organ bank, killed by a car bomb, triggered by a mobile phone. The irony. He ended up an organ donor himself.
Wow. Okay, and the president of the hospital.
Pushed from his 8th floor apartment. They even planted drugs to make it look like suicide.
It's just a horrifying list. It points to something rotten, deep down.
Absolutely. And these weren't just random acts. If you connect the dots, you see a pattern, a system.
Was someone trying to expose this?
There was. Dr. Elizabeth, a gynecologist there, she was digging, trying to uncover what was really going on.
And what did she find? About Dr. Cherokee, for instance, the organ bank chief.
He wasn't just managing an organ bank. He was working with the mafia, trafficking organs,
How?
staging accidents, then going to grieving families, offering money like 200,000 Azurian lights for organ consent, turning tragedy into profit.
Unbelievable. And the head nurse, the one who was strangled.
She was involved in something else horrific, an organized crime ring, snatching newborns right from the maternity ward.
What? How many?
4 babies in just 3 months.
And people inside knew.
Seems like it. Complicity from hospital security, maybe even some law enforcement.
This goes way beyond just bad management.
Oh, absolutely. And then there was the everyday stuff. Patients getting fleeced.
How so?
Inflated bills, treatments dragged out longer than needed. People started suspecting a drug mafia.
Not like illegal drugs, but...
No, more like an organized group pushing certain expensive medications, influencing diagnoses just to boost profits. Patient care becoming a revenue stream.
So even the basic trust in your doctor was potentially compromised.
Right. And get this, even the hospital's customer satisfaction surveys were fake.
Oh.
A complete farce.
How?
They were using dummy response sheets, just filling them out internally to look good.
So if you can't even trust the feedback system, what does that say?
It raises huge questions, doesn't it? When the internal checks are deliberately bypassed, how deep does the corruption really go? Who's actually looking out for the patients?
So thinking about this, what does it all mean for you, the listener, trying to grasp this whole situation? There was even a theory about the murders, right?
Yeah, Junior Detective floated a vigilante theory that maybe these murders weren't just random crime, but targeted revenge. Someone trying to cleanse the institution from the inside.
That's a chilling thought. It forces you to ask, when a system built for healing is this broken, who can you possibly trust?
Can you trust the industry at all when these forces are at play?
That's a tough question.
This whole dive into Azuria's medical scene, it just shows this profound duality, Like the lotus and the mud coexist. Beauty and corruption right there together.
Even in places meant purely for healing.
Exactly. It's a really stark reminder of how that Love of money, as they say, can become the root of all kinds of evil. It can twist even the most noble professions.
So it leaves us and you with a really provocative question, I think.
Yeah.
In a world where profit sometimes seems to matter more than people, especially in healthcare, who steps up?
Yeah.
Who mends that broken trust?
And what's it actually going to take for real accountability to finally emerge?